This is Thelma, and I have been playing this game for, I would say, about 2 months now. And so I wanted to be able to show everybody what I've got right now, where I'm at so far in the game. I have obviously finished the game because I have the Forgotten, and I recently just unlocked Eternity Isle, but I haven't actually gone into it yet. So I've been waiting to start filming so that I could share that, I guess, journey is the way to put it. I currently have all of my characters for Dreamlight Valley. I just got Timon, Pumbaa, and Sally. Not everybody is at level 10 yet, besides those ones. Like I've got Mulan at level 9, and the Beast is at level 9. Sully's at 7. Woody, I think, is at 9 or 8. I do have like the Celebration and Aladdin and Jasmine, and I've got the Belle's green gown version of Belle, and I think that's it out of the different versions. So, got that so far. And then for critters, I did want to do a separate recording of getting all of these completed. I do want to try and get a good chunk of these done pretty quickly. I have only seen the black turtle once, so if you have any insights on when the black turtle is around, please let me know. The red fox I've only seen a couple of times, but apparently he's here today at this time. So actually, that would be here in a few minutes. So would love to know how to get those. And then of course, once I get into Eternity Isle and Storybook Vale, when I unlock all those, I'll be able to get more critters. So yeah, I'm just waiting to get into this. I do have a couple of quests open right now, but let's go look around the island a little bit. So I'm going to go to the plaza. Alright, so when you get into my plaza here, we've got, of course, the Chesremy restaurant and Daisy's shop and Scrooge's shop here. And then because Remy's house fits the vibe, and Sully and Mike's house as well, I put them here. I did used to have one of my houses, I guess, over here as well, but I moved it over to a floating island. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to regret that or not, but for now, I like it, and you'll see why. And then if we go over to the meadow, I do have my orchard set up, so I've got all of the trees and bushes over here with Wally's garden. And I have my house over this way along with all of the like Mickey Mouse characters. So Goofy, Mickey, and Minnie are my neighbors. And then I've got the little pond thing there. And then Daisy is a little bit left out, but there wasn't any room to put her over here. So she's here next to the meadow. And I also have like a little market over here, so I can buy things from this area. I also just moved a fountain that was right here to a floating island. And then I've never had anybody come to visit my valley, but there's that. And then I have a fountain over there with the pot of gold. Oh, I'll pick this up. Then if we go over to the forest, I have a lot of the castles over here. So I have a little battle area set up for Mulan and Mushu, but here is Vanellope's house. And of course, seeds. I've got Mulan and Mushu right here. And then this is Lady Tremaine's manor. Hi, buddy. And I have have Eric's castle over here, which I know some people have been kind of wondering where they should put this. I put mine in the forest just because it's close enough to the beach. The palm trees kind of throw off the vibe, but also I put in other castles here. So if we go this way, we've got Belle and the Beast's castle. And then it kind of turns into a camping area. So we've got Buzz's RV over here, Wally's truck thing. I don't know what it's called.
This is a really amazing.
And then I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with this area yet, but I'll figure it out. And then this is just kind of like an outdoor theater play area. I'm still working on this. So the goal is to have these types of couches. I need a couple of the red ones here. Just waiting for them to come to the shop. And then for Frosted Heights, I have the igloo with the sleigh. Ah, is that the black fox that I'm needing? Wait. No, I have him. It's the black turtle that I need. And then I have just a little ice castle. Then my little sidewalk area got taken over by the tree, so I need to fix that. But here is Anna and Kristoff's castle. And then I have a little, like, dinner piano bar area set up. I'm not too sure if I want to keep it like this, but there's not a whole lot over here. And then if we go over to, we'll go to the Sunlit Plateau first.
Like this before.
So I kept Scar's house in the same spot, but I have added a little oasis thing over here in the corner. And then I've got this set up for Aladdin and Jasmine, so they have the walls. And they've got this little resting area with the topiary. And up their pool. I've got some critters over here. I've got just a few of them over here. And here is their house. And I put some of the towers behind their house to make it look bigger. So that is what I have there. They've got a little garden area here. And I didn't know where to put Maribel's house, so I just kind of stuck her over here. I've got some work to do right on that spot. And then I've got Simba, Nala, Timon and Pumbaa right here in this area with a little oasis thing as well. And then we go over to the Forgotten Lands. I haven't done a whole lot over here either, so got that set up. I just kind of like accentuated it with the sidewalk. I've got a little area here, which is from the quest for Sally, where she's trying to set up a date with her and Jack. And then here's their house and the fairy godmother's home, and then of course gotta have a pumpkin patch. So you kept down.
Let me know where I can rustle up some grubs, would ya?
Gladly, Timon. Gladly. Okay, now let's go over to. Let's go back. Let's just go to the Blade of Trust. So I have my well over by Tiana's restaurant, and the setup of it. So, you kind of come through here. Here's the to-go order stuff, and then you can get all set up around here. I haven't put the chairs out yet, but the tables are there. I need to get him for my pet. I put out the piano. I feel like it should probably go over here, but again, still trying to figure that out. And then if you go over here, I have Belle's little cottage. And I'm still working on that. I'm trying to get it to be the full library vibe. And then, of course, the willow tree. And I've got Tiana over here by her restaurant. With, of course, critters. And none of them are crocodiles since I haven't gotten any crocodiles. So, that's that. And then we'll go over to the beach. I do have Merlin's library. Ooh, more coal ore. I am always short on that, so I will gladly take it when I see it. I haven't really done anything on this side. This area I've paid more attention to. So I've got Ariel's house and then the seaside villa for her as well. And I don't know why I put this over here, but I did. I just didn't want them anywhere near Simba and Nala. It's kind of like my junk island right now. So there's that. I'm gonna get some sand while I can get it. And then I've got Maui's little Grogu or whatever over here. And this is my beach area, which I've put, it's kind of random, but it's like a little market area for that. Little ice cream truck, surf shop area, like all-encompassing regular beach things. And then, of course, I have Stitch over here. They have a pool back there. And Moana's house, it's like a little HOA, so they can have their pool set up. And then this is something that I have been working on in general. I wanted to make this the full cafe vibe. So because it's pink on the inside or the outside, I wanted to make it pink on the inside too. So I wanted to do that. Got the industrial lights with, it's kind of random, but I feel like it's like a cute, cozy cafe style. I was trying to be more modern. And then I have a bathroom set up in here. So I separated the toilets by the battle wall thing that comes with Mulan's stuff. So a little lounging couch. This is where you can change your baby's diapers because I have a toddler, so I've got to be thinking about that. I also love that this mirror actually works, except for it doesn't show you, but that would be cool. And also, did you guys know that you can use the toilet? Like, it doesn't actually use it, but you can sit on it. That's a fun fact for you. And then you can also I like that there were, I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but with this stool you can lounge on it instead of sit, and it allows you to dangle your legs. I thought that was so cute. And then back here is just the kitchen area. I haven't done much with it, but it's just a pretty sterile looking kitchen. I guess you can take your breaks here if there's a chair, but there's not, so no breaks allowed. And then I just kind of put different pictures. So Wally's got pictures in here, Moana does, the Monsters Inc. stuff, Vanellope, just to try and include everybody. And then there's nothing in that room, so I blocked it off with the chest. That is that. And now I can show you my floating islands. And the Plaza Island is really all I've worked on, and I'm not anywhere near complete, but I'm trying to make it like downtown Disney. So I've got that house in here, this one, and then the confectionery, which I haven't done anything with, but eventually will be, you know, like a confectionery, little shopping area. And then if we go this way, you've got the popcorn, the photo booth, more popcorn. And I'm so happy that you can actually use this and get on the ride. I think that's so fun. And then I've got Woody's house
Being
over
here's
here
almost
with
as
it
good as
being,
playtime.
that's so nice. With it being the merry-go-round. So, still working on this area, but I also have this little setup that kind of just goes to the Mickey fountain, which I need to turn around. I also want to add all the statues in here, but this is what I have so far. And of course I needed to add the Disney balloons, and if there is a bubble machine, I will add that too. So, gotta get that going. For my meadow, I don't have anything over here. I did used to have, what's his face, Merlin over here, but I put him back on the regular island. And the beach island, I've just added Donald's boat too, and Ursula, because they annoy me. So I've got them up here just by themselves. I need to add more things to it for them. And Sunlight Island, I have added that house to it, but that is quite literally all it is, and I have not done anything to it. So I do like it though, I think it's cute. I did want to add it to Sunlit Plateau, but I couldn't find really a good spot for it, so I'll figure something out up here. So that is that. I will show you my house as well. I'll just zoom on through the whatever it's called. My brain is not working. Here's my house so far. Not a whole lot to it, but this is, you know, the open concept. So we've got the kitchen, the living room area. This is a kid's bedroom, which is not finished, but got this set up. And then back here is what I would consider Thelma's bedroom. So she's got games in here, couch area, which I was going to add the TV, but the TV at the cafe. Bedroom, storage, which I'll add things to. And then I've got the bathroom, of course, which has Daisy stuff in here because you never know when you're going to need to get your hair done. So, got that set up. And I've added 2 other floors. So this second floor is also like a kid's bedroom with storage. I can't add anything to it. But then, oh, let's see, we'll go up to the 3rd floor, which is the Forgotten's room. Give her a little setup. She's got her fireplace, which I'll turn off so I don't burn down the house. But yeah, got that in there. I also recently found out that you can just exit from going right there and you don't have to like go down to the 1st floor. So that's nice. So yeah, that is all I've done so far, and I'm really excited to get Eternity Isle going up. And funny story, I didn't realize, I knew that you had to purchase it for the expansion pack, but I opened up my game the other day and realized that like it took me to the whole Aladdin thing, not Aladdin, but Jafar thing when you're at your plaza. And I have just purchased 2 other floating islands. And so my brain went to, oh my gosh, I was able to unlock it by getting floating islands. And I was like just so shocked and surprised. And then I realized I went to the shop and I had like 27,000 moonstones, which I did not have before. And I was like, oh my gosh, my husband bought all these things for me because my birthday is coming up. So he knew that I wanted to get all those things. So I had Moonstones and I had Eternity Isle. So that was very nice of him to do. But I'm ready for this to refresh so that I can get some more things. I know I can get the Monsters University, like Varsity solely, but not dying to use my Moonstones for that. Vanessa, that is her name. Not dying to get her either. I am considering Dapper Wally, but for me, like the outfits aren't like a huge thing, so not like super like trying to get into that. I have collected all the bonus awards except for these last Moonstones, but I guess I can get them now because I have them. So I don't know why it's doing that. So there we go. I have more Moonstones now. But yeah, so that's pretty much that for now. And I'm excited to get going. And thanks for watching my first video. Bye.